Hey, welcome to Community Media Day. I am your host, Toya Haynes, PhillyCAM member, and I'm here at PhillyCAM at the WPPM studios. Community Media Day is an annual celebration of voices that brings awareness to the importance of free speech and accessible media for all individuals to have their voices heard. We're celebrating here in Philly, but October 20th is celebrated all throughout the world. I think that is so exciting that this is such a global event by anyone who wants to ensure that the media landscape remains inclusive for all artists across all forms of media. That's what community media is about, and that is what PhillyCAM is all about. So today we also celebrate WPPM's 7th anniversary, and by extension, PhillyCAM's next week, their anniversary on October 23rd, which I think should mean double the cake. I want to see
At least double.
At least
double the cake,
double.
Toya.
At least double the cake. I want to take this moment to remind you and our audience that PPM Fest is inspired by the legacy of community media in Philadelphia, in which PhillyCAM channels everything it has into experiences that we hope reflect our neighbors throughout the city. We'd like to thank those who co-created this year's festival experience: Independence Public Media Foundation, Media Justice, hold your applause till the end, Leeway Foundation, Philadelphia Association of Black Journalists, Community College of Philadelphia, Black Star, Liberty Resources, Mike, Resolve Philly, Teleview Corp, Cinespeak, Yards Brewery, University of the Arts, and Lightbox Film Center. We thank them all sincerely. Again, we're celebrating WPPM's 106.5 FM 7th anniversary fundraiser. If you support non-commercial, locally produced radio by everyday people, I love that. It's like by the people, for the people, just the people. I love that so much. Please consider making a tax-deductible donation to PhillyCAM's community radio station, WPPM, which you see as I am right here live with all these wonderful people. Over the years, WPPM has continued to represent real stories, people, and culture from our local community. And you can support People-Powered Radio by contributing to our fundraising goal of $1,065. 1065. See what we did there? 106.5, 1065. It's awesome. By midnight tonight. Donate now at ppmfest.org/donate. Again, that is ppmfest.org/donate. In the studio with me is a familiar face, the host of last year. I have big shoes to fill this year. Last year's Community Media Day Live, A.D. Amorosi.
Oh, thank you, Toya.
It's so good to see you. Longtime WPPM programmer and host of the show, Theater in the Round, on Monday afternoons from 4 to 5. Tell me about your show.
Well, I like to think that Theater in the Round is a global community. It is all about inclusion. It's LGBTQ. It's black. It's brown. It's white. It's theater across the world. It's from Philadelphia to London, with stops in Broadway, stops in Los Angeles, Chicago, off-Broadway, wherever I can find great art and great theater.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
I love that.
And enough about me for right now. We've invited two guests to talk to us about Community Media Day. With us is Matt Kornfeld, member since 2021 and the host of The Healing Power of Music, and Gretchen Clausing, the executive director of PhillyCAM and host of Pulling Focus on Tuesday mornings from 10 to 11. Welcome, both of you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And thank you for overcoming my cotton mouth here.
Doing great.
Oh, it's great to be here.
That is
So,
you.
Gretchen,
Yes.
tell me a little bit about what Community Media Day means to you and why it does and should matter.
Well, for me, I think I was excited when the folks in Brooklyn at Brick TV, which is the public access arm of the big arts center, Brick in Brooklyn, came up with the idea, because I think folks don't actually realize that there are 1,700 community media stations around the country in all 50 states that are doing, some semblance of what PhillyCAM was doing, which is making, providing access to equipment and facilities and training, and then the platforms for people to come and, kind of express themselves, and with a particular emphasis on folks who may not have typically felt very well represented or underrepresented by mainstream media. And I think it's also a celebration of all that is hyper local. I think, we're the ones who tell our stories best. And I think it's something really, fantastic when, either listen to the radio or look on television, and that's like, wow, that looks and sounds like the community that I know, the Philly that I know. And so, I think it's just, taking a moment to recognize the impact that operations like ours around the country have in terms of like making our government more transparent by broadcasting, city council meetings or school board meetings, or, creating opportunities for school kids to, get a taste of the media, or forming new community journalists. So I don't know. I think that's what I love about Community Media Day.
And you know what, Matt? You're still new to WPPM. Tell me a little bit about what a celebration like this means to you.
Well, it just cements me as a part of the community, a part of the family. I feel like I am, Gretchen's talking about hyper local, and it's empowering to be able to have a voice in the community and not be told, what it is, that I like or what I want. Be able to have a voice. And not just have a voice, but to have a voice that's echoed through the community. And I get to speak on a platform where other people might get inspired. So, we could theoretically be raising the vibration of our whole community and just increasing positivity. That's what I'm jazzed about. Like Patty Smith says, right? People have the power.
People have the power. Very good.
The power.
Gretchen, you know what? And I appreciate you saying the thing about the community, the hyper-locality of all this. That's why I joined. So I get it.
But I love that you're doing it with a globe, like you're thinking globally, because I think what's also really cool is that because now we have the ability to not only have our local FM broadcast here at PPM or our cable station, we stream, and so people can connect with your show and all our shows around the world. So
and it's also important to note that we're through the Pacifica National Public Radio Network as well, so that's crucial. Today is WPPM's 7th anniversary. Gretchen, what do you remember most about the station's origins?
Well, a couple things. I mean, I got involved with the fight for public access television back in the late 90s.
Sure.
And a whole bunch of us were really trying to think, we were looking at what other stations were doing around the country. And we had this vision for a center that would, have a news program, have a radio station, have all these things and not just be a cable channel. So I think one thing that I'm just super proud of was that we were actually able to realize that dream of having a station. I think probably one of my best memories is when we were actually on the roof over in kind of the Callow Hill area, raising the antenna. Like, we were working with a professional. Oh yeah, we worked with a professional engineer. So, and we were, and we were all insured, and it was all like licensed and everything. But the thing that's beautiful about low power FM is that it's super accessible. The equipment isn't really expensive. You can actually teach people like how to make the cables and everything. So members were really involved in the build, and we were there, and I think there was probably about a dozen of us that just kind of like lifted up the antenna and then made it possible for us to go on the air.
Wow. That sounds fantastic. Matt, tell us a little bit about what brought you to community media from whatever it is you do as a day job, and what it's meant to you to host your own show here.
Well, it's just been a great opportunity. Like originally I came here, I just wanted my son to see what a TV studio looked like. And I'm lucky enough to be friends with Debbie. And, so I was like, oh, Debbie, can I bring Max? Can I bring Max down to the studio? Can he maybe take a white balance? Can he play with a camera one time or whatever? And I'm thinking something for him, right? And as soon as I got here and as soon as I started reading, I'm like, wait a minute, because I've been listening to WBAI my whole life. I mean, that's where I grew up, listening to that and, hearing Grandpa on the radio there where, it's like real things that are happening, people in the community. And, I said, you know what, I'm going to be a part of something. I'm not just going to sit back, and complain about things, or like that. I don't like what the mainstream media is and anything like that. Instead of sitting back and complaining, I had the courage to change the one thing I could, and I joined immediately the day that I brought him here. Whatever he did, but.
That's awesome.
I love that you were able to do that. I love the different perspectives. You're talking about you came here for your son.
Yeah.
Which really leads to the kind of programs that we have here for youth, and also for people that are not youth, for millennials and Gen Xers and boomers and everyone
Right.
in between can learn. It's not just about having a show, but everything in between. Again, I want to remind everybody about our fundraiser. If you support non-commercial, locally produced radio by everyday people, please consider making a tax-deductible donation to PhillyCAM's community radio station, WPPM. You can donate at ppmfest.org/donate.
And while we're on that topic, Gretchen, why should listeners and viewers invest in community radio, WPPM in particular?
Well, I think in a lot of ways, the thing that I love about a community-run station, again, is that we don't have any commercials, and that you're sort of free from kind of being sold things while you're listening to our station. So that's one of the reasons why we do need the support. We need the support to be able to continue to offer the educational programs, upgrade the equipment, make it possible for us to train the community news fellows that we have and offer them a stipend. I think really what we're trying to do here is create a entry point for Philadelphians that may not have thought of themselves as being storytellers or people that were worthy of going on like television or radio and saying, no, this is yours. Your story is encouraged and is as important and valuable as whatever we're seeing on commercial stations. So I think that's what I would encourage people to do. I think there's power in people being able to self-represent, and not have it be kind of filtered through somebody else's perspective, So that's what I love about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I also love, you were talking about the multi-generational aspect of it. I talk about PhillyCAM as being like the Reading terminal of media. It's
good.
like because you walk into Reading terminal and you see people from all over the city, and you can encounter all kinds of culture. Well, that's what PhillyCAM is, except it's just with TV and radio.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. What's going on? Are we fighting?
And no, we're not fighting. And you know what? I think we have time for one more question for both of you. Matt, you've only been here since 2021. Gretchen, you started this place.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about how you have grown as an artist, as a creator.
You mean me? Well.
Since you've started your shows, how have you grown?
Since I started my show. So, my show Pulling Focus is on Tuesday mornings from 10 to 11, and I play soundtrack and film score music. And I did radio in college, and I really loved it. And I think that's also one of the reasons why I selfishly wanted us to have a radio station here at PhillyCAM, because I'm much happier being behind the mic or behind the camera than I am, in front of it, even though I am right now. And I used to work on film festivals, and I had a chance to meet a lot of filmmakers and talk about filmmaking, and I really missed that. So this was an opportunity to do Pulling Focus. I play soundtrack and film score music and interview people that make films or curate or are archivists, all kinds of stuff like that. So it's an excuse to do that. And it's also made me a much more empathetic person here, so I understand what the members are going through when they're making their own shows, so yeah.
I also did radio in college, and I let it go, and I became a grown-up. I started doing what these people are calling adulting, and I let it go. It was a dream that died for me, and being able to participate in this is a resurrection of that dream, and being able to help people, potentially help people. That's my greatest aspiration in life. I'd like to inspire people. I'd like for people to get help. I know I get help from music. I do, and I believe anybody can also. I believe it's kind of a no-brainer. I think a lot of people want to participate in what I call the global conversation. My special.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Remember, you can catch AD Amorosi, like Amorosa rolls. I love that.
But with an eye.
We always love that. I, everything but the money. I
On
got.
Theater in the Round, Monday afternoons from 4 to 5 p.m. Matt Kornfeld, who, Honest Matt.
Honest Matt.
A little bit more time.
Honest Matt on the
Where
radio.
Honest Matt come from?
Well, I used to
give
wear
him a little
I used to wear ugly ties, way before Macklemore was popping tags.
Okay.
Back in the day at SUNY Purchase, I was known to wear an ugly tie, and I thought it was cool. Because I would get it from anyway. So this girl, I had a crush on her, and she said, "What is this? Honest Matt's used cars?" And she was kind of crushing my soul a little bit. I wasn't going to allow it to happen. I was not going to allow that, though, AD. I wasn't going to let it stand, and I owned it. I took it in the moment, and I said, hey, guess what? I am Honest Matt. And, just for today, I don't have to use the truth against anybody, but I am what people would call earnest.
So you're honest, Ernest Matt?
Oh, no, I'm not Earnest Matt.
Earnestly honest.
I don't know. I think it makes it memorable, though. Like it's something fun to say. It's fun to say, Honest Matt.
I love that. Host of the Healing Power of Music with episode 4 on the way, which
It's
I think
coming
is
up.
so exciting. I love that you took the initiative to do this show. You are 4 episodes in. That is so exciting. And of course, catch Gretchen anytime you come down to PhillyCAM. Anytime you come down, she's around. But also when she hosts Pulling Focus on Tuesday mornings from 10 to 11 a.m. Your show is from 4 to 5 p.m.
4 to 5 p.m. on Mondays. Absolutely.
On Mondays. And remember, you can go on the website. You can find the schedule for everything, for every show, and just make sure that you tune in so you know. For the people, by the people, hyper local. I really love that. I love that. Hyper local. And just so you know what's going on in your community with the people in your community, but also how they expand globally, which is awesome. So I love that so much about what we do here. Hold on. Someone is trying to talk to me.
I'll give you another example while we're waiting of how it's a
We're
global.
at 10% of our goal.
10%?
I love that.
Oh, that's amazing. Thanks,
Very good.
everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
everyone.
We appreciate every cent.
Every cent counts. If you'd like to donate, please, please, please head to what I said before, which was ppmfest.org/donate by midnight tonight. So we're 10% down. Our goal's 1,065. 106.5. That's how you remember that for our 7th anniversary fundraiser. So excited. Again, thank you so much for the guests that are here. This is just a small, very small representation of the community here at PhillyCAM, which I'm very grateful to be a part of. So thank you so much, everyone, for contributing today.
Thank you, Doya.
Are we heading out? What'd you say? Yes. Okay, I'm so excited about this part. That's why I'm itching to do it. So what you need to know about PhillyCAM is that there are many levels, many aspects. You can have a show. You cannot have a show. You can be behind the camera like Joy and Aaron here. You can be behind the board.
Like AD.
Like AD here. You can be administrative. You can do social media. There's so many things. You can do it. Your kid can do it. There's so many things that you can do and be a part of, whether you want to be in front of the camera, in front of the mic, or behind. So many things, and I'm going to show you some other things that you can do. Now, you know I love a mic. All right, so we are leaving WPPM Studios. Look how big, like, if you see this from outside, you don't really realize how big everything is. Like, there are offices down here, offices down there. Our youth do some really amazing things down there. Our workshops are down there. I am going to not trip as I go down here. I'm so glad I wore my sneakers today. So I am about to take you through PhillyCAM. And what you're about to see is what you would see when you enter the building. But there's something really, really special that we want to bring to your attention, and you're about to see it right now. So, thank you. So, this is a part of our exhibit. We have an exhibit here. Thank you, Sergio, who's fixing my mic. I appreciate it, because I was about to trip. And that was about to be a situation. Thank you so much. So, as you can see here, this this wall of wonderful people, these are our PhillyCAM members, just some of them. It's an exhibit called Our Voices, Telling Our Stories, Telling Our Stories is what it's called. And we're going to interview some of these members today. So come with me, come with me, come with me, come with me, come with me. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. All right. Where is Camille? All right. Hey. Okay, so telling our stories. We have someone here to tell your story. Please give me your name.
I'm Ricky Paul.
Ricky Paul.
Yeah.
Ricky, tell me, what's your show? When is your show?
I have Dumpster Players Presents Sunday nights at 11, and on WPPM, Silver Alert is every Thursday at 7.
That's right. What was it like being a part of the Telling Our Stories project? Are you in the Telling?
I am not, but I'd love to tell you a story.
Tell me about what it's like to be a part of WPPM, because I know you've had your show for a while and you're great at it. Tell us about that experience.
Oh, it's a great experience. I mean, WPPM is people-powered media. It's all about community, and it's all about getting the people's word out on the street, and that's what we do. Yeah.
How many years have you been doing it?
I've been doing it since the inception, so that's 7 years. It's our 7th anniversary.
7th anniversary. So our anniversary is your anniversary. So that is really fantastic. Thank you so much. Hey, what's your name?
My name is Phil.
What is it?
Philip.
Philip, tell me about your experience at PhillyCAM. What is it that you do here?
Oh, this is my first day coming to PhillyCAM. I really want to come here to get more experience working with the television studio here. So this is me coming in to actually check out the studio and get involved with the staff here.
Wonderful. Well, enjoy yourself. We're so happy to have you here. That's great. I am going to find, hold on, Karen. But I'm not going to find Karen. I'm going to go in here. Just kidding. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for keeping me on track. Everybody's keeping me on track, and I love it. Everybody, make your way, make your way, make your way. Make your way. This is live TV. This is live TV. This is how it goes down. And this is also how we learn. Everybody make your way in here. Everybody's coming. All right. All right. You see how it happens in here? And I'm going to hand this over. Thank you so much.
Is that your bracing about? Is that green? Mm-mm. Oh, it's something green on her. It's gone.
This is my camera right here. You see how I switched up? This is how we have so many things, so many resources available at PhillyCAM. I took you from the WPPM radio studios and past the offices, down past the kitchen, down past the lobby, down past the main studio, which you will see very soon. But right now, I am in the Express studio, and with me is the man of the hour, Antoine Haywood.
Hello.
Did you know you were the man of the hour? You almost looked shocked.
I didn't know. No one told me that. I don't have a badge on.
I said, who is that?
I got my PhillyCAM shirt on. But I didn't know man of the hour. Like, wow.
We are talking about telling our stories, and also with us are featured members of this project, B. Joyner.
Yes.
And Karen Walker. Excited to have you here to discuss this wonderful exhibit. First, I wanted to start by talking about the significance of community media. So what is the value that community media brings to our community?
One thing that I tell people the value is, and I like what B said, I think it's in your statement, is that you found your community here. Yes. You know, to something, you know, she said it in way more eloquent way than I did. Because when B said it, I was like, wow, like that is like bam, you know. And that's one of the things that motivated me when I was working here, you know, as a membership and outreach director, is seeing people find their community here, right, and seeing community building happening in real time, you know, people breaking bread, people dancing in the studio, having a good time, just hanging out, you know, like they say, catching a vibe, you know, like I was in a panel discussion yesterday, and they were talking about you know, the phenomenon in Black culture of like the cookout, right?
Yeah.
And it's like even that, like we had that, like that Black church, that cookout, we just had that vibe, you know, that into other cultures,
yes,
you know.
Yes, indeed.
And so in PhillyCAM, and one thing that community media does is that it provides this space where like with it's multi-ethnic and there's multiple cultures, people from all kinds of points and places in their lives can come together and connect and then communicate information and tell stories that are very, very important and relevant to the immediate community. Yeah.
Yeah. B and Karen, I'm going to ask you both the same question. I'm going to have you go first. Please tell me about your relationships with community media.
I had been doing my project for a number of years when my SCORE mentor said, you need to do a TV show. or the president of SCORE then, he knew about PhillyCAM, and I had been telling him about the project. My project is that I document successful African Americans to show our children what they could possibly be, because a lot of times they only know of certain occupations. A little boy told me one day when I went to a school for a career day, I said, what do you want to be? He said, I want to be a drug dealer. And I was like, no, wait, we got to show him there's other occupations. So I started using my photographs to do that, because photographs, as Gordon Parks says, can touch lives. And so I started taking those photographs, and then as I was telling the SCORE then president, he said, you should do a TV show at PhillyCAM. I was like, what's PhillyCAM? And I like TV, but I never thought I could be in it. But because PhillyCAM is such a complete organization, you can get the lessons, you can find folks. So I was finding people who would stop me in the hallway. Karen was one of them. She heard what I was doing. She said, I want to be part of the show. I said, oh, good, because I don't have the funds and things, and they were just volunteering. Antoine was another one. He was on staff. He saw what I was doing. People would just volunteer. A lot of people don't have a chance to have that kind of support.
Right.
And you can get it here when you walk in the door.
Yes.
From the time you walk in the door, you can get that kind of support. So the community media then takes those stories out and gives people the courage, the information, and the excitement to do it on their own.
Yes. Definitely. Yeah, we don't, PhillyCAM does not throw anyone in front of a mic or in front of a camera or anything, or behind a camera. You have the tools and the resources to be able to fulfill your dreams of telling your stories on the level that you want to. Karen, tell me about your experience with community media.
Well, I can say that first and foremost, I agree with both Antoine and Miss B. I would define PhillyCAM as being a generous community in so many ways. I grew up here. I'm a little older, but I have been well educated. As a producer, a director, a videographer, an editor. I'm still working on that a little bit. But I developed the courage to do something that I always aspired to do and be.
Yeah.
And that is to continue to support our community. Learning from my mentors here, working on their programs, supporting their efforts. My show is basically one and the same, and that is to interview artists, entrepreneurs, grassroots organization. Miss B has been so very supportive in my efforts from the beginning. Antoine, just the same. He's the director of my show. So I'm grateful. And I encourage anyone to come on in.
And you're going to take on jobs that you never knew you could do.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. I have found myself behind a camera panning and such.
Yes.
I haven't been behind the camera, but it got to the point where I had to do my own editing. I was like, what is this? And editing is what makes the show.
Indeed.
Yes.
You need that skill. And so when people were volunteering to do it for me, I was like, oh, yes. And then they went on to other projects, and then I was stuck. And I was like, okay, I guess I got to take the course.
Yeah.
I got to learn how to edit. But it's there. All you have to do is ask.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't even have to ask. Just walking around, people will stop you and say, something. But if you need something, you can find it here.
Indeed.
The classes are here. The staff is here. The people are here. The support is here.
Yes.
And that's what's so critical about PhillyCAM staying here.
Yeah. It really is. Let's talk about the exhibit.
Yeah.
Yeah, please tell us about the exhibit. How would you describe it for our audience at home?
Oh wow, it is multi-sensory. You know, I use a lot of multi. It's a lot going on. You know, it is just the photography was done by Kyle Cassidy, who is at the Annenberg School. So yes,
Wonderful,
give it up for
wonderful.
Kyle. The very very talented Kyle, who just really just got the what he created. You know, was like really just got the essence and the spirit of the people. Just everybody, it resonates through it. And that was the point of this exhibit. You know, the idea at the core is that, you know, that you can see and you can also hear the stories of the storytellers, you know. And that's something that I found like in my research, and even just, you know, even when I was, you know, traveling around and you know, was participating in different like practitioner like activities, like in, you know, on the national level. We're talking about community media, and but especially when I got into academia, I was like, you know, you just don't hear enough about the people. You know, like there's people who have critiques and they have assessments of what the show is, or maybe how the thing is structured. But it's like, but what about the stories of the people? What motivates people to come in and do this stuff? Especially because folks, like as you were just saying, people are doing this on voluntarily.
Yes, yes.
And as we all know, because we all have production experience up here, it is not easy.
It is not easy.
It's not click a button, especially if it's going to look somewhat decent, that is presentable to the world. Like, people can understand. Yeah.
Right.
Is it in focus?
Is it in
focus?
Can I hear you?
Did I
you know,
accidentally turn it
can I
off?
hear your
Is there
audio?
is there clicking going on in that audio?
Indeed.
Are the people presenting well? You know, are they articulating?
Indeed.
Do they have their information correct? Are they presenting in a coherent? All of that takes work, and it takes a team, you know? And so, yeah, and so to do all of that, you know, one of my big questions was like, what is it that just motivates people?
Right.
You know, I have kind of my idea from as a practitioner, and even myself, and, you know, from working with you all for so long time. But I wanted to be able, like, no, we need to really document and start to collect the stories of like what brings people into this space and why they engage. And through that is valuable. And like in the core of my thesis, I argue that when you really you look at where there's a center like PhillyCAM, where there's a high amount of like participation from people of color, African Americans, Black folks, you really understand the value of this, you know. So so that's what this exhibit, it uplifts all of that. It's an invitation to people to come in and to learn about the PhillyCAM community and learn about like what makes it, you know, what it is. Yeah.
If you ever get a chance to be able to come and visit PhillyCAM, you'll be able to see the pictures.
It'll be up, yeah.
It'll be
It's
up.
here,
You'll
yeah.
see the pictures. You'll be able to see the studio. So I honestly would suggest, if you're not familiar, schedule a tour here.
Yes.
It's so easy to do. Go on the website, schedule a tour, find out. There's so many things that you can find out. So I'm Karen. I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Really, can I real quick on the note of like when you're talking about tour, the cool thing about this exhibit, and it hit me when we were putting this up, is that if you you should schedule a tour here, as you said. Indeed, call, you know, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. PhillyCAM is open on the afternoons. So even if members aren't here, you can still hear the stories of people.
Right.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
The QR code, isn't it?
Right. So there's QR
that
codes.
you can scan.
You can go to tellingoursstoriesproject.com.
Okay, great.
And so there's a beautiful website that, you know, Maya, who is our other research. So Karen was one of my just outstanding research assistants that worked with me on this
Community,
project.
Joy did.
Community.
It was great learning experience, mutual, and Maya as well. Maya was an intern here actually.
Wow.
And so that's how we met. So there's PhillyCAM people who worked on this project. B was on the advisory committee for this. You know, so it wasn't just me. You know, so this is true. It's truly
And
community.
it's never just you. Whatever project it is
no,
you're working
no,
on.
no.
It's a
But
monumental
Just you.
experience.
but people should like. That's why I really love that. Like even if you come in here by yourself, you can still catch the essence
Indeed.
of PhillyCAM
Yeah.
Yep.
from what's on the walls, from what they're
And not
talking
only
about.
what's on the walls, what's on the monitors. There's
That too.
constantly
Right.
Yeah.
shows or
That too.
pictures or things that are going on that I saw pictures of Nate Pearson
Oh, okay.
from Germany.
For German.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
You know, you could find almost anything that interests you. You can find somebody here to help you develop that interest even deeper.
Yes.
There's a beautiful aura that exists here. And They haven't been able to get rid of me yet.
No.
Karen, I
Okay.
wanted to ask you if you can remember.
Mhm.
Do you remember how you felt taking your first workshop or your first class here?
I was excited
Okay.
about it.
Did you take studio?
What did you
or
take?
Was it
I beg
field
your pardon. I beg your pardon.
What did
Basic field training.
You did basic field
Basic
practice
did
first.
jump right
Okay,
into it.
and then you-
Yes.
Yes, I
you
am
did- okay.
certified.
Yeah.
in
I'm
every area.
I'm not questioning your certification now. Hold on.
should not,
I'm not doing that now.
Almighty
Never
mentor.
that.
You should know.
Oh,
All the
know, I
badges.
know.
Okay.
All the
I'm asking about the
badges Karen
sequence.
has.
Yeah.
Come on through with that.
But describe your experience when you decided that was you're going to do, and then you walking into.
I didn't know what I wanted to do when I came here. Initially, when I came in, I had considered creating a children's program. If you remember,
That's right? I remember that. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I veered away from that only because I felt committed to fulfilling the promise, and that was to bring my, what was it? My potlucks,
That's right.
right? My
You
potlucks
did at home.
at home, thank you,
Yes.
to life, to television, and just sit around and talk
Yeah.
and have a good time and eat a little bit and talk about life, but initially it was just to come and support and learn about media because
Right.
as Antoine said, and his dissertation exudes telling our stories because that's what it's all about.
Right.
We're talking about our experiences in life. So I supported various shows, probably about 7 to 10 shows.
Right.
And you did that before you.
Before I got my
your own.
certification.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sure did.
Before you decided to embark, and I remember that because it was clear. I think I was pushing you. I was like, Kira, why aren't you doing your da-da? And you were like, I am just taking a moment this
Yeah.
year to just
Yeah.
support and learn. And I was like, okay, I had to respect
That's
that.
an excellent point because here at PhillyCAM you can really
Before
learn at
you-
your
yeah.
own pace.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember the first test that I took out of school was here.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Just think
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh my gosh, I'm like taking a test
Yeah.
for something, and and I remember being nervous about it, and then I had to remind myself, this is something you want to do. Like you're not in trouble. Like this is,
Oh,
like,
no.
Right.
No,
like
no.
don't be. So I think sometimes we get nervous about
Yeah.
things, about classes or tests or whatever, and it's like, no,
Indeed.
you're making sure that you have the knowledge you need to move forward.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and there are people that are here to support you to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Well, I can say that I've been a member since 2014. My program didn't exist until just about 2 years ago.
Yeah. 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 You were providing for support for people,
Yeah.
and we have people who just, like you said, they work at their own pace. And I think that there's a beauty in that. Like people don't feel pressured. And that's something too that's like unique about, distinct about community media is that there's not this like, it's slow, it's like it's a slow cooker, which is a good thing. Like we talk about slow fashion or slow foods, right? This is like slow media in a good way. It's like that farm to table, like it's all of that, put it in the crock pot, let it sit all day.
Now you're going to eat.
And then it's going to be good, you know what I'm saying?
Right, I mean,
and people move,
exactly.
and they, we have people here who've worked for years before they even got on, their own thing. Like I'm thinking Earl Weeks, who was also in the
Right.
exhibit.
Right.
Earl, like mostly, he's got his own thing, but he like supports a lot of people.
Right.
Mr. Don Farmer does. I mean, there's all these people who are just, they're behind the cameras, you
Right.
know? And at some point, then people kind of say like, I'm ready to kind of, let me direct, let me finally do my thing now.
Right. And
you know?
even and if
Yeah.
not,
And if not, they,
someone's encouraging you to take the next step.
That was
Yeah.
you, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing this. I was showing the entire project to my mentor, and he said, "You get a PhD off of this." I was like, "Say what?
yeah, totally.
What?"
Yeah.
I had no idea
Yeah.
that it's that important to the rest of the world. We're so busy creating.
Creating.
Right.
We don't always think about what other people are saying about
Right.
what we're doing.
Yeah.
And so I was able to come in and see our youth programs, seeing them get acclimated to doing television, get away from the computer games, actually do a TV show,
Right.
Yeah.
and they're supported in it. You can have elders doing stuff. You could have young folks doing stuff. and it's cross-generational.
Indeed.
It is.
It's cross-generational. It's not
Indeed.
just one generation doing something. It's everybody putting things into it. And it's important because we're losing that contact.
Every story is relevant.
Yeah.
And everybody has a story.
Indeed.
And every story is different.
Indeed.
And you could learn from that story.
You sure can.
Yeah.
You sure can. When you started, Antoine, when you first started at PhillyCAM, did you think that you would be where you are now with telling our you know what I mean? Like, did you
No. Oh
think
yeah. No.
that this would be your
Yeah.
trajectory when you first took basic field?
No,
Or
no,
like
no.
what?
Like I
What were
came-
your intentions when you
Yeah,
first
when I got
started?
here, it was 2010. PhillyCAM had just opened its doors to the public. It was still over at the Painted Bride. It was the startup space. You know, I was the third person hired, and you know, I came from Atlanta. I was doing public access in Atlanta, and I came up. You know, Gretchen hired me, and came in 2010. You know,
you
made
came
that
on
big
as a
move.
staff member.
Yeah. I was the membership and outreach director. I did that for 8 years, but in that position, especially at that time, I was on a trajectory of becoming an executive director. You know, and not like I was after Gretchen's job. Let me just real clear about it. Real clear for folks get on the street and start talking. I know how
About
folks
that.
do.
Very
Listen.
tight community.
Let me
Things go through
clear.
fast. I want to make that very clear.
I can't.
Gretchen had that job. Gretchen was outstanding at that job. It was an outstanding job. Gretchen hired me, brought me up here, you know, and me coming up here like changed my life. I came up here and like found the love of my life, like got married, had a kid, like, you know, so but I was thinking like, oh, career wise, I was going to be executive director of a community media center someday, you know, in California, but I don't know, wherever it was, you know, because that's kind of how it works. Like in the profession, people go from like program directors, they start off as volunteers, and then eventually they become an ED, you know. But after a while, you know, I just I really paid attention to and was reflecting a lot on how much I enjoy sharing knowledge and building knowledge with young people. And it, you know, one of the things that I got concerned about was that how will the next generation understand the value of this, and how do we put on people coming behind? And so I'm like, you know, and I really love, so I come from a family of teachers. My mom's a teacher, my dad was an educator. So education is really the thing that like that hooks me into this, you know, because everything we do here is a learning moment for me.
Everything.
Can I
Everything
interject
is a
for
learning
just
moment.
Sure.
So,
Because I just want to present something to one of my mentors here. and
Okay.
He needs to see this, and I hope that the camera will
This is
eventually pick this
live.
up. We're
This is
talking about
live
education
streaming.
here,
Uh-huh.
okay? And we're talking about passing the baton
Yes.
to the next generation.
Bring it
And as I
on.
look at the door. His beautiful young
Oh.
daughter is
she's,
peering in.
Aw.
Yep, that's Ava. Yeah.
Not only is she peering in, she was out there filming.
Oh, was she?
Ava,
As he was
come
talking.
on, generations of
Yeah,
generations.
That's Ava. She went back over there.
At all?
I don't know. You got to put it over there.
Can you
Yeah.
see? Hold on. Can you see it?
I don't know.
No, you
Here,
can't.
Yeah.
are you able to see?
I don't know.
So yeah, that's Ava.
Ava?
Ava's 6 years old. Yep.
Antoine's daughter, who
Yeah,
is
growing up.
documenting
TV.
as we're telling the
Growing up,
stories
yeah.
about documenting
Yep.
Her daddy.
her daddy.
Yep.
I
First
love
grade. She's a first grader.
That's
Yep,
wonderful.
yep.
I love that so much. I love that so much.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's like passing it on to generation. So I really, you know, I feel like my superpower is like when I'm in classroom, I'm educational spaces. I'm working with undergrads, high school students, and just in passing this on. So, you know, yes, I was interested in going back to school to you know, develop skills, to do research, to uplift our stories. But it's also to say like uplift our stories, but then it's to say younger generations like, listen, this is a thing
Yeah.
that's very important. It's still relevant. Like, you know, the cable television is an old medium, but it's still relevant,
It
you know,
is.
because there's a lot that's being built and PhillyCAM's represent on top of this infrastructure that's existed for a long time,
Right.
you
That's
know?
a really good point. Go ahead,
One of the things that I did is I had high school students come in and intern with me.
Yep.
They got to produce the show from start to end. We created the questions because it's an interview show. They had to help me. First of all, they had to know who the person was. I had to do research on that. Then they had to start doing interview questions. So that meant that they had to know how to write They had to learn how their English was going to flow and all of that. Then I had to teach them the interview skills. I actually took them into the studio. And one young lady was so timid, because they are. You put them in a world of adults. I put a book on her head just so she would stand up straight, when she was doing it. Because we need to pass these skills on.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And we can only do it if we're doing it now, before it gets lost.
Yeah.
One thing that I love PhillyCAM is not, of course, not just doing radio, television, but also you can learn about podcasting.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can learn
Streaming.
about
Added that.
streaming,
You got StreamYard classes.
VR, virtual.
360
Like you can
camera.
learn about so many different types.
Yeah.
So many different types of media that we have here. That
Yeah,
you're
it's
able to
not
learn
just
about.
television. That's why, and I emphasize to people, point out, I'm like, that's why it's like community access is, first of all, it starts with community. It doesn't start with media. It doesn't start with the technology.
That's
It
right.
starts with community, right? And then it's media. It's not television. It's not just television. It's
Right.
media.
It's
So
media, yeah.
there we have multiple modes
And
that
it
we're
helps
using
you to
express.
discover your talent.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
some kids think that they can't do something, and then once you put them in front of the camera or behind the camera,
Yeah.
suddenly, like Antoine was saying, he found his love of life. In terms of an occupation. Look at what he's doing now.
Yeah. That's so wonderful. We're celebrating WPPM 106.5 FM 7th anniversary fundraiser.
Yes.
Yes, 7 years.
7
If
years.
you support non-commercial, locally produced radio
That's
by
right.
everyday people, please consider making a tax-deductible donation to PhillyCAM's community radio station, WPPM. Also, come book a tour.
Yes.
Yes.
Come
Get on
down.
the website.
See the
Come
space.
down,
Yep.
book a tour. Check out everything.
Yep. I think they're doing orientation. You can even look at orientation or info sessions.
Yeah,
They have
info
those as
sessions.
And
well.
the orientation will take away the mystery
Right.
of
right.
what it takes to
That's
create
right.
a TV.
Right.
Okay.
It shows you how easy it is to do it.
All right. We're at $133. We thank you so much
Thank you,
for
thank you.
donating. Again, our goal is $1,065. Every penny helps, though.
Yes.
Every penny helps. But I'm just saying that because I think that the dollar amount is clever because it's 106.5.
Yes.
Like 106.5. So just so you can remember when we stated, I'm hearing something from the control room. Say that one more time. This is live TV. Yeah. Can we do more telling our stories with the people? Okay. All right. Thank you so much. See, this is what I love.
That's
I
what
would
they
have
were laughing
never thought that I would be speaking to a
Yes.
control room
I
at
remember
this stage in life.
we did a live event, like celebration to kick off the to open up this new space. That was 2012. Michael Nutter was here because Michael Nutter was still mayor.
Yeah.
And I was running around like them, like crazy, and we did the same thing, but this is a lot more sophisticated than what we had then. But we had the earpiece and we did the crazy thing of we went back and forth from this
Yeah.
studio. We didn't even have a radio station then, and back in 20. And so we had this studio, and then we had the in the main studio.
Right.
And so I was directing in there, and we would toss him back and forth. Gretchen was like, "Can we do it?" I was like, "Let's do it. We're going, yeah." So we had oh man, what is his name? We had Mike in here, we had a team, a duo that was going back and forth, and we was just tossing. They were grabbing people just like this and interviewing them. So it's cool to see that we're still doing that, and we're using all of the space. It's not like
Yes.
we're just gonna do a thing in the studio and that's it.
All of
We're
this
using
space.
all of the space.
There's so much space. They even have green screens. You can learn how to work with the green
Yep,
screen, which I
yep.
think is very
Yeah.
fascinating.
We have our youth program too that we got to
program,
uplift.
which is
Our community
fantastic.
news program,
Yes.
Trevete, which
They're
is
very
Spanish
talented,
bilingual,
yeah.
and then
Yes,
PhillyCAM
please mention that.
Voices.
Trevete, please. mention that.
Trevete, yeah, that's the I Dare You. That's a collective of community news reporters. So Leticia, who is featured in the exhibit, Nixon, is one of the leaders in that team. So they get together and they determine what kind of stories that they want to cover, what they want to tell in the student community, and then Voices, which is that's the crew that were you in the Voices crew?
Voices?
You
Well,
yeah,
where
you
I
are.
got my
That's where you
start.
started. That's right. I know we talked about. Yep.
Where I
yep,
got my
yep.
start.
Right.
Yep.
So and the thing about on this note of community news is so important is, and this is another little strand of my research, is as even in a saturated media market like Philadelphia, and PhillyCAM represents this, where it's like there's still things that aren't being covered. You would think that like, we got the Inquirer, we got HYY, we got blah blah blah, we got we got all of the affiliates, ABC, NBC, we got all that, but there's still people coming in here, going on a Trevete, going to Voices, and saying like there still needs to be more coverage on this because there's not enough, even in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So, and imagine you go out to places not like Philadelphia that are rural, ex-urban.
Right.
They in pockets. There's pockets of New Jersey where it's just, there's like no local. Like when I say local, like of your township, of your county, there may be a paper and that's it. So it's very important too that we continue to build up these practices of community media that we're doing, like we're training people like such as to all of it, like to be like local journalists, like reporters, to monitor what's going on in City Hall, to keep track of what's happening at the school district, and then just, people reporting on and talking about like how there are environmental issues in their neighborhood. Public safety is becoming, now that I'm a father, like public safety is like a huge thing. I'm looking, I'm like, you driving too fast. Like you just need to slow, but public safety is, but we need to like uplift those stories in addition to like the affiliates. The mainstream's going to do what they're going to do, and that's fine. Let them do the breaking news, let them do the whatever, chase the image. But there's all these other stories and things that need to be covered, and that's what we come in, and we have those skills, to
the
do
intimate connection to the community that drives, our kind of media.
Yes. I mean, you started to say something. I feel like you started to say something.
Well, it's just that not just, it goes both ways. I need the youth. I need them to know what's going on so that they could help protect me later on.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
With the laws and things that are changing. And I tell the kids, I said, I do this because I need you. I need you to get out there and invent something that's going to let me live at home. I need you to go out there and be the politician.
Right.
We need you. So it's not just us always giving, it's giving back and forth.
Indeed.
And they need to understand that they have an important role in that.
Right.
And that we need them and their energy.
Yes.
'Cause we get tired.
Yeah.
We get tired. So we need their energy.
Yeah, that's another example of how the community learns from each other. And I think sometimes you may think that there might be a subject or something that you're interested in. Just like, well, I mean, who cares about? You never know. Like, you never know what your audience is. You can create the show that you would want to see. You could create a radio show, a TV show, or something that you would want to see, and you'd be very surprised at who would be interested in not just watching it, but working on it with you and supporting it.
That would come for you to do that.
All kinds of support. So we also have a lot of, so speaking of public safety, there's a number of producers here who their programs are focused at gun violence, and gun violence trial, which is a huge issue. I mean, all across our country, but really in Philadelphia, it's hit home. And there are many producers who, I've supported Zarina Lomax, so I have to, uplift. Because I've interviewed Zarina, in terms of my research,
Zarina's
and
doing
even
great
gone
work
out
with
and
that.
documented. So Zarina's got apologues in the Zarina Lomax show. Shamika Sawyer, who is featured in the in Telling Our Stories exhibit, does the
We're going to
5
see
shorts.
Shamika soon, very soon in the main studio.
And a lot of it, people have. Unfortunately, they've experienced trauma in some kind of ways, and they've lost on a personal level, but it's motivated them to help tell the stories of people who've also been affected. Grady Jones, who's had this Unsolved Philadelphia. Grady was in the beginning when I came here to PhillyCAM. Grady had a program on, and that program, because they've helped people tell stories, has solved cold cases.
Wow,
which is like phenomenal. He told me somewhere around six or north of 6 cases that over time, just by people coming up, because there's some people in the community, right? This is another thing that's important about community media is trust. And so when Channel 5, Channel 6, Channel whoever 3, when they come in there, folk not going to really talk. They may say whatever, but they're not going to, but when there's somebody who you have a relationship or rapport with, y'all are of the community together, this is a different story that's going to come out. Because they know that what the intentions are. And so people start talking, those stories have reverberated out, and people, is actually affected.
That's really important to know, because I think so many times we hear people say, well, what's being done? And, are they, and the thing is like, you may not hear about it, but
No.
that doesn't mean things aren't being done. For
Yeah.
instance, shows are being produced for information.
Yeah.
Is being,
Yeah.
hope is being given. Youth programs so the youth can have something to do and look forward to, so they're not out looking for other things that are not going to benefit them to do. So things are being done in Philadelphia, and one of the places where these things are being done is here at PhillyCAM.
Yes.
People
you got
powered
it.
media.
People powered media.
Powered media. Get involved.
That's right.
Get into
That's
it.
right. Yep.
Get into it and get involved. All right. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. $159. I love to hear that. Is that 10%? Do the math for me. That's more than 10?
Oh, you in a spot.
14%. So we were at 10% and now we're at 14%.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I love to hear it. Thank you so much, Control Room. I appreciate that. So listen, tell me, are we headed to the main studio yet? We do. Okay. I'm really excited about this main studio portion, so I can't wait to get there. But I'm even very excited to talk to people out here. Thank you so much. I want to thank my guests.
Yes, much
And
love.
okay, what
Yes,
you
good to
eat?
see you.
Karen, thank you. I appreciate you. You
Yes.
gave us so much information about your experience here and why people-powered media is very important. Thank
Yes,
you
thank
all.
you.
Thank
All
you,
right.
darling.
I'm going to head out.
Thank you for your work, love.
Where's my microphone? All right. So I am looking for, hello. I am looking for people that were involved with the Telling Our Stories project. Yes, is this lovely ladies? I thought you were a singing group. I wasn't sure. Please give me your names.
I'm Elizabeth Estrada. Cristel Sotomayor. Ariel Goodman.
Please tell me how it felt to be a part of the Telling Our Stories exhibit. Elizabeth?
I mean, I'm such a big admirer of Antoine, and to come in here today and see the whole exhibit so powerful, and I think PhillyCAM has been a part of my life for 7 years since I first moved to Philadelphia. It's such a big pillar in my life, and so it feels so like a coming home to be part of this exhibit, part of this community that's given me so much and that I've been able to contribute to.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. What about your experience?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. It's kind of surreal to see your portrait, on the wall, especially as filmmakers and journalists who are usually always behind the scenes. So I think that it's very powerful and beautiful.
I mean, outside of selfies, when's the last time you had a good headshot professionally done? It's beautiful. It's such beautiful work. Please tell me about your experience.
Yeah, well, like Elizabeth, PhillyCAM has been a part of my life for a very long time, coming up on a decade, actually. I started here as an intern in 2014. So yeah, and I've run the youth programs and taught classes and been a part of lots of different projects here. And one of the things I always loved about it is just all the different faces and all the different people in the slice of our city that comes through here and is able to tell their stories because of this place. And if this place didn't exist, we wouldn't know who we are in that way. And so to see them all, to see all of us sort of captured in this way is really beautiful. And it captures kind of I think the love of PhillyCAM and the fact that it just represents and is a space for so many different people from so many different walks of life to come tell their stories. And so I love seeing that sort of
You can tell the unity, when you see the way it's displayed, you can see and feel the unity that we have here at PhillyCAM. So it's beautiful. Thank you so much. It's wonderful. See, I want to show more of the exhibit. So if you could just help me come down here. Hi, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello, everyone. We also have merch. How fly is this? I'm just saying, you can get your hoodies here. We have t-shirts. We have all kinds of swag. There's a lot of stuff going on. This is what we were talking about, the Telling Our Stories exhibit, which is right here. You can click on this QR code. You can actually, where you are right now, look at tellingourStoriesProject.com to find out more about the stories of people here at PhillyCAM. Anytime that you come here for a tour, there's Annika right there. Hi, Annika. Can you wave to the people? Annika will be here to greet you. You'll be able to see Annika. This right here, I have been here plenty of times. This is here. Look at Gabe. Hi, Gabe. Hello. Wave hello. Okay, so I remember coming here and having to check out audio and visual equipment to like film my own thing when I was doing basic field production, and how nervous I was, because I wanted to make sure that I returned everything correctly and I didn't mess anything up. And everyone here was so awesome and just so calming, like about just making sure that, you know, I had everything that I needed. It was great. It was nothing to be concerned about, and to this day, it's one of my favorite experiences that I've ever had in my career. So these wonderful people here, they're so awesome. Let's go, okay, let's go. So, this is here. Letitia, who is part of our Atrevete, and please forgive me if I said that wrong. Atrevete, I hope, is she here? She can help me pronounce it. That is our Latina Spanish-speaking news program that we have. This is another picture of Earl Weeks, who we talked about during our interview. Here we go. Oh, wait, can you stand in front of your picture? Okay, so look. In real time. This is her. What we were just talking about.
My hair's a little shorter now.
I mean, look how fantastic. So you can find out about her story right there by clicking that on. We're going to move on. Line dancers, sportscasters, vegan chefs, and poet laureates do their thing at PhillyCAM. You can even have a cooking show here or be a part of one. There's so many things that you can be a part of here. Let's keep moving. Here's B, who I just did an interview with. Let's keep going. I mean, Karen Walker for president. Look at this. Is this not the most presidential portrait? She's going to be so mad that I said that. But that is so beautiful. Karen.
Yeah, I was in the small.
And, of course, the man of the hour himself, who I just interviewed, Antoine Haywood. This is his project. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so do we have some time? Am I going into the main studio now? Hello? I am going in. All right, so we are about to see Shamika Sawyer as we go in, because she is going to be the host of our next segment. So I am going to give my microphone back to you as we go. Oh, we're not? Oh, just kidding. Hi, everyone. Hello. Woo! Hello, everyone. I am supposed to give this to somebody. Who is that? Okay.
Allow me to introduce our contestants. First, we have Rachel K. Godfrey, a PhillyCAM Voices reporter who completed the Community News Apprenticeship Program this past summer. Woo! Next up, we have Dimir Foreman, an alumni of the PhillyCAM Youth Program and Digital Media Director for PA Youth Votes. Give it up for Dimir. And finally, Toya Haynes will also be competing with us today. So best of luck to everyone on that stage. Give it up for them. All right. So allow me to go over the rules because there will be some audience participation. The game is a mashup of a few different familiar shows you have seen before. Each turn, the player that has control of the board selects a category and point scale. Once I finish reading the questions, the players can buzz in. The first player to buzz in may provide an answer. The player must answer the question quickly or it is counted as incorrect. If incorrect, you will be given time to answer. If it's incorrect and you are given time where the time runs out, live TV.
Yes! This is how it all gets made.
The player must consume the corresponding hot sauce. I will then prompt the remaining players to buzz in and attempt to answer the question correctly if they choose. Finally, just to reiterate, this is a fundraiser for 7 years of WPPM. Give it up, 7 years. Wow. Everyone who donates during this segment will be entered into a chance to win a bottle of some special hot sauce made by our very own television program and director, Debbie Ruppman. You can donate online at ppmfest.org or with Annika over in the equipment room. So are we ready or what? Are we ready? Y'all ready to? Let's go. Let's get the game going. All right. The first round of questions are worth 100 points. Our first question is, how many video production studios does PhillyCAM have? Name them.
Oh, that's me. Okay. The Express Studio and the main studio, so there's 2.
There's one more.
Dang it. Dang it.
Hot sauce.
No one's going with me, huh?
Sauce.
No one's
Hot
going,
sauce.
no one's going with me.
Hot sauce.
No one's going with me. Wow. Wow.
Well, I'll give you the answer. There's 3. Main studio, Express studio, and green screen studio.
I just brought up the green screen studio.
You did.
And didn't say. I'm so mad. All right,
Hot
so I'm doing.
Hot sauce. The first one. Hot sauce, hot sauce.
Look at y'all. I ain't scared. A little bit.
Not too bad.
All right.
All right.
Ooh, it's in my nose though.
So now we're going to move on to the next question.
Okay.
You guys ready? Yeah. All right. What is a non-commercial program or show? No, sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna say if there are no advertisements, no advertisements.
You are correct. You go, girl. So, PhillyCAM is a space accessible for all. Because PhillyCAM's TV and radio station is non-commercial, producers can publicize their activities or get their message out without having to buy airtime. So that's what makes PhillyCAM amazing. Woo!
We're supposed to pick the number.
Buy airtime, child. Okay, on to the third question. Tensions are heating up in Philadelphia as civilians protest a plan to build a sports stadium next to this Philly cultural hub.
Chinatown.
Correct! Hey, we gotta go ahead and get that hustle. Okay, so private development company 76 Dev Co. aims to turn Philadelphia's fashion district into a sports stadium and concert hall. Residents and business owners in Chinatown are worried it will lead to traffic congestion and price them out of their homes and businesses. To learn more about the efforts to save Chinatown, go to apipennsylvania.org/Chinatown. So I'm gonna say that again, apipennsylvania.org/Chinatown. All right. We're moving on to...
So the main studio, I'm getting something from the main studio. They're telling me that we are to select which square we're going to pick. So that's something they just told me. Is that correct, main studio? Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, we got it.
Okay, so what? So we're moving on to round 2 for 200 points. So pick
who picks it?
Square.
Yeah, which... you want to just like whoever say it first?
Oh, I do? Oh, each person goes in a row. I thought it was the last person that won, you know, like Jeopardy. Okay, but I get to go now. Oh, well, good, because I thought I was never going to. I don't know how many of these questions I'm going to get right. Okay, all right. I would like to pick Access for All for 200, Shamika.
All right, Access for All. What does the term PEG channel stand for?
I don't know. I don't know one of them.
You might just start jamming now, so it's like, I don't...
Supportive. Someone can buzz in.
Public, we all have to eat hot sauce now.
Yes. All of us?
Yes, absolutely.
Do we do level 2 or level 1?
Level 2 or level 1 control room?
Level 2.
Level 2?
We tried it. Level 2. All right.
Just sit it out and.
Dang, that's crazy.
All right.
You'll remember from now on.
Uh-huh.
What it means.
Hold on.
That's actually good. That's good, though.
All right. All right.
This
Jamir,
is
I think
mine.
it's
I'm
your
just
turn.
Take another dip?
Double dip. This is mine.
You got that one.
That was good, actually. Okay.
Jamir's on you.
Yeah. Ballot box 200.
All right. What local government office is responsible for proposing
Oh
annual
my
budgets
gosh.
in the city of Philadelphia?
Oh my goodness. Bro.
I want to.
That's rough.
I mean, it's the mayor office, right?
Yes, it is. It is the mayor's office.
Yes.
I don't even live here.
The mayor. The mayor is responsible for proposing annual budgets, which our city council members approve. Find out who represents your council district at 70.org. So yeah, you got it right.
I figured either way I'd have to eat that. So let's go.
Okay.
Is
Yeah, we
it?
still gotta.
Yep.
I can't just be a bystander.
We gotta go level 3.
Wait, we level 2, level 3, control room.
Or how are we doing?
Level 2.
Level 2 still?
Yeah, it's
Level
still-
2.
it's-
All right.
Level 2 still. Okay.
Toya.
It's crazy. I'm sweating already. Hold on.
It's good, right?
I've adjusted.
You talking about it's good? It's hot. It's hot.
Good, right?
Awesome.
Okay.
So there's only one more box to pick.
Okay, so it's Rachel now?
Rachel.
People powered for 200, please.
Sure. What days of the week is the PhillyCAM open for members?
Oh. I just heard it. Oh.
Yeah, we just heard it.
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
And that is correct.
I agree. Yeah.
That's right. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and
still-
Saturdays are the days PhillyCAM members
That
can
means we
reserve
still gotta
space
take
to
this
record their
What if we
very own
agree?
programs.
What if
Visit
you agree?
PhillyCAM.
Yeah, right? Why can't we share the answer, right?
What if we agreed on it? All right.
So we move on.
Okay.
Love that for you.
It's better than the first one. I feel like it's not real. No.
No, that's crazy. See, we only got 3 left. I'm scared of 3 if I can't handle 2. Right?
All right.
All right, we're in the third round. So.
Okay, so it's me.
Oh, yeah, yep.
I would like to take people powered for 300, Shamika.
All right. So for people powered,
Oh, were you going to read it? I'm sorry.
yes. Okay. Had to find it. Yeah. The anniversary of PhillyCAM starts. PhillyCAM starts is October 23rd, 2023. After this Monday, how long will PhillyCAM have been in acting organization? So how long have they been around?
You know what? I'm
How old is
16 years.
PhillyCAM?
16 years.
Ooh, can I go? 14 years.
You're correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You got that one.
All right.
So after a 27-year effort by grassroots organizations, local activists and artists for a Philadelphia public access station, PhillyCAM, opened its doors to all in 2009. If I can't get that, oh my God. I feel like I need to read that again. Okay, after a 27-year effort by grassroots organizations, local activists and artists for a Philadelphia public access station, PhillyCAM, opened its doors to all in 2009. Got it. All right. All right, so
You gotta
hit the 3.
Yeah,
gotta do it.
Number 3.
We're at 3 now?
What color is that? Black?
yeah, you're at 3.
So what color is it? Oh God. Oh man.
Oh, I feel for you.
All right. It's not even sitting on the celery. That's how
Yeah,
hot
I
it
know
is.
it's all liquidy. Like,
Oh my goodness. Woo. I feel it. I feel the heat over
whoa.
here.
That's like that's spice.
Yeah, make you wanna.
It starts off lying. Like you think it's sweet.
Then it started attacking you like.
Yeah. It sneaks up on you.
Poor people.
It's still going.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. I guess we're gonna move along. So Damir, if you can speak.
Yeah, if I can speak, right? 'Cause
Oh.
all right, access for all 300.
Sure. So, which of these is not permitted to air on a non-commercial TV station?
Wait.
A mayoral form,
Oh. Oh.
a local mayoral form. Yeah, I can't even think.
A music show in which you. Oh, I'm sorry. Go.
A music show in which you play and review copyrighted music.
Correct. That is correct. All content that airs on PhillyCAM or non-commercial stations must be owned by the producer making it. So remember that. No commercial stuff. Have to own it.
You ready for this?
I can't even think.
All right, y'all ready?
It's in my eyes. All right.
There's the most hot sauce I ingested all week. It's crazy.
You guys are getting through it. You're getting through it.
All right.
Alrighty. So, Rachel.
Ballot box for 300.
Awesome. So, what is the last day to register to vote in Philadelphia's
Oh my
general
God.
election?
Oh, live here.
Can I? I'm trying to think. I can't even like.
You can't even think now.
Hold
Your brain is on fire.
I'm gonna have to do it anyway. It's November 1st. Tag on it.
Anybody else?
Is it the second? No, it's not the second.
I have no guess.
That's 3 N's.
All right. So, the answer is Monday, October 23rd.
Oh wow.
Great.
Y'all better get on it.
Right?
Really?
Guys, you're right. So register to vote in the election on November 7th and let officials hear from you about who you'd like to see as Philadelphia's 100th mayor.
So why ain't her points dropped though? Like
Who?
Rachel.
I didn't answer.
That's
I didn't-
incorrect.
I didn't say a single thing.
-5. Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah, -500. That's
I've never
crazy.
been so terrified.
You gotta mix them all together and then drink them. So, are you guys ready to take your plunge into your hot sauce?
So wait, do we have to do we need to reconcile with the last one?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. The last, yeah.
Not that one. Not that one.
this
yet,
one?
Rachel.
No, not yet.
Number 3.
Slow down, everybody. Slow down.
We're gonna get there.
You gotta ask for milk first or something. Is there some sort of?
That's fun.
You don't hurt my kidney. Oh man.
All right, so our final question for the night. What does community media mean to you? Now remember, you have to use the termite television hot sauce while answering
That's crazy.
this question.
You ever watch Hot Wings? When
Yes.
they get to the last one, they be cussing him out. By the last one.
Yes, but you guys got this. You got it.
All right.
Right.
Don't get
How
over
big is your
ambitious.
dab?
A
Yeah.
dab is a dab.
Yeah.
How big is the dab?
How did dab come out?
One dab, come on.
Put it out. My dab not even coming out.
There.
I will help you. Mine came out.
Inspiration.
Can I use all
Yes. You got this. We believe in you.
What's happening?
Oh, wow.
There you go.
All right. So who wants to answer first?
Not I.
All right, I will go first so I can deal with it while they're talking. All right, so I have to answer. Okay. Oh, that's good is she? Is she here? Debbie made this is good. I don't. Hold on. No. Hold on. Hold on.
A little different. Okay.
No, I feel like unless it's gonna come up on like in 10 seconds. Hold on. You try again. Oh, it's back here.
Oh.
Back here. Okay. What does community media mean to me? What it means to me is, I've said this numerous times tonight, the for the people, by the people. I love that so much. I love it's your neighbors, telling you their stories. Again, people think that maybe in Philadelphia people aren't doing certain things about certain topics like gun violence or the youth or whatever, but there are people here telling these stories, and not only the people here telling these stories, but PhillyCAM is doing something about it. Wow, my head hurts. By offering programs also for youth. So there's so many things here, and they're by people in the neighborhood. Now, I know I joke and I say I'm not from here, but I'm 45 minutes away. You know what I mean? And I'm still here. I'm still a part of PhillyCAM. I still love being a part of PhillyCAM. And that just goes to show you that it's worth the community to be able to travel in this distance and be able to be a part of what PhillyCAM does. So that is what community media means to me. Where is my milk?
My turn.
I'm here. Is up? You're up.
Milk is coming, everyone. I just heard it.
Push through it. Push through. You got this.
I see what you're saying. Like, it's not bad. No, wait.
It travels,
It's
right?
back here.
Right. It travels, like right
It's
here.
like a 3-second delay. Community media.
What does it mean to you?
Community media is media by the people, for the people. Literally, it's all of our stories, all of our authentic stories and perspectives being told. And that's so important, especially, thank you, especially in, in, wow.
You got it. You got it.
Function. It's really important to have community media because that's the authentic stories of all of us. That's our authentic voices, our authentic experiences being told. So community media is the authentic perspective of our realities.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got through
Yeah.
it.
Soldiered on. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Rachel,
Thank you.
Up to you now.
Ooh. I have a good feeling based on the reviews. You know?
Okay.
Okay.
You got one drop on that jar.
It's like oh, it's in the okay.
Right here.
Sorry. Community media, to me, along the same lines, it's a deep commitment to my neighbor. It's an understanding that my neighbor can tell their story better than anyone else can tell their story. And it's saying, like, I'm standing alongside you. I'm hand in hand with you when you want to do that. How can we make that happen? And in it being a deep commitment to my neighbor, I also think it's a commitment to myself, because I understand that until my neighbor is free, I'm not free. So yeah, community media is a tool for putting that into reality.
Sharp.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So community media fills a unique niche in the media landscape, providing communities with the opportunity to create programs of local interest and distribute them over cable TV, the internet, and low-power radio stations. Community media means everyone's voice can be heard. So It just wraps up everything that they said up here.
Team Rachel for the win.
The winner!
Team Rachel. Woo.
Right.
Thank you, Shamika. So much. Our lovely host. Please give it up for our lovely host. In the Steve Harvey jacket. That's what I love to see.
This is the host jacket.
This is the host jacket. You came with it. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you to Rachel and Namir for participating in the trenches with me. Thank you to Antoine, B, Karen, AD, Matt, Gretchen, and thank all of you so much for watching. Without further ado, here to play out from PhillyCAM's garage. In the garage, we got an actual garage band. Not yet. Wait, live TV is happening. Live TV is happening. Say it again. Oh, we have a clip coming from the main room. Stand by. Okay, please read your script at the bottom of the page.
Yes, sure. That's it for our game, folks. I'm Shamika Sawyer. I hope you enjoyed this game that we had today. Before we close out the show, please enjoy this clip from our talented musical guests.
Yes.
Turbulence. Sometimes in the morning I want nothing more. When I get my way, that just makes my day. Sitting alive, incredible ride. We're flying away, what more can I say? Sometimes you are right, not all of my pride. We'll end up alive if we do what's right. Swinging in the lines doesn't mean we're fine. We're flying away, rocket from the gates.
Hello. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Again, just remember, you can donate at ppmfest.org/donate. You have until midnight to use that link. I want to thank Shamika and Rachel and Demir for participating. We're going to go get some ice cream after all that hot sauce. Thank you, Antoine B., Karen, AD, Matt, and Gretchen. And again, thank you for watching. Thank you for donating, and thank you for supporting. And I hope that you come down and have a tour if you've never been here before. And here to play out from PhillyCAM's garage, Arch Palatine!
And this is the song. You ready, guys? We're Arch Palatine. Nice to meet you. Are y'all having a good time at PhillyCAM tonight? I'm walking next to you. Yeah, I'm holding your hand. I'm walking next to you. Yeah, I'm holding your hand. 'Cause you are mine and I am yours, and I'm walking. Oh, I'm talking to my baby. Yeah, I'm holding your hand, and I'm walking next to you. Yeah, I'm holding your hand because you are mine and I am yours, and I'm walking. Yeah, I'm walking. Oh, it feels so good when you're here. Yeah, oh, baby, let's keep it this way. 1, 2, 3, yeah. I'm walking. That's Corey Rader. Yeah, I'm holding your hand, and I'm walking next to you. Yeah, I'm holding your hand because you're mine and I am yours, and I'm walking. Yeah, I'm walking. Oh, it feels so good when you're here. Yeah, oh, my baby, let's
Thank you so much. Thank you. So I love being able to play music with my friends, Corey Rader over here on the bass, and my friend Nate Mann, who's holding down our drum set right here, especially for PhillyCAM. We're so proud to be a part of this event tonight. Thank you so much for having us. This next song is called I Want Cake. And the reason why it's called I Want Cake is because I like cake. I'm a big man, right? And I've been recently in a competition with my coworkers to see who can lose the most weight. So it comes around 10 o'clock at night, and I wanted some cake, and I fought every craving I had, and I still almost lost. I walked into my kitchen, and I was like, you know what? It's 10 o'clock at night. I'm gonna force myself to stay awake. I got a box cake out of the cabinet, a big container of icing, and I sat it down right on next to my stove. And I'm like, all right, I'm not supposed to eat this cake. I'm trying to win this competition. And I walked over to my piano, and this was literally just a week and 2 days ago, and we started writing a new song called I Want Cake about that moment. You guys ready? I want cake. But I'm on a diet. I can't fight it. So I got to try it. I got late night cravings. This cake better be amazing. I want cake. So I better bake it. 'Cause I'm not going out. Cause it's way too late. Cause of this, and I got late night cravings. This cake better be amazing. Have you ever had a late night craving, right? And you couldn't fight it. You tried. My weakness is cake. Let me tell you what happened when my doctor found out. I want cake. But my doctor said, no, 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 no. He said, I've gained too much weight. You can see it in my face. Thank you. Thank you. There was disaster on the Cape of Alabaster. We narrowly escaped it to survive. We left our hometown as we watched it go down from our spaceship windows flying by. That night we landed on the 32nd planet. Show was oh so fine. There were people dancing on the silver grass plains, and the winds blew red rings in the sky. This is everyday life. 21, 25. I asked my daughter to beam to the corner store to buy some butter and some stripe. When she came back, she had an astral tote bag with a dream transponder inside. Jeanette, I love her, so I tried to clone her. The clone kid from the market. When I bumped the chamber, it went into labor. Now I have 3 growing inside. This is everyday life. 21, 25. Some worlds live and some die. 21, 25. I took off my headset 'cause the real world I forget. I spent the last 6 months inside, and I own 2 mansions from solar mining. In the multiverse I thrive. There once was a planet, we called it Earth, and we owned it. Grass, it grew green and blue skies. There were street parades and swamps and mountains, but we couldn't help but survive. This is everyday life. 21, 25. Some worlds live and some die. 21, 25. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're so excited to be here. I hope you're having a great time. This next song, can I hear you? What'd you say? Yeah, okay. I love your hat, too. You got it going on. Woo, yeah, that's some style out there. Love that. So we got a couple other songs, and we're going to take it to the safari with this next one. It's a song we wrote. Nate and I wrote this song together. It's called Hippos, Rhinos, and Elephants. 1, 2, 3. Hippos and rhinos, the elephants, you can't find those in America, in America, in America. You can find the panda bears. America, they don't live there. Let me tell you where. You got your hippos and rhinos, the elephants. You can't find those in America, in America, in America. Find those in another place. It's called Africa. It's called Africa. Yes, it is. But the biggest one of all is the blue whale. He's got a big tail. He lives in the ocean. He is the king of the ocean. Yes, it's the blue whale. It's the blue whale, not the gray whale, not the orcas, not the panda bear, not the polar bear, not the grizzly bear. Hippos and rhinos, the elephants, you can't find those in America, in America, in America. You'll find those in another place. It's called Africa. It's called Africa. Yes, it is. His name is Chris, and on the street is where he grew. Tried hustling, but has to grow. He's moving from side to side, and from left to right. He lights a fire under his shoes. Andrea is the coolest girl on the block. All the kids think she rocks. She's got the latest style and a pretty smile. She lights a fire where she walks. Fire. Hey, you've got that fire, you've got that, you've got that fire. Let it burn. Leah's the mastermind that gets everything right. Oh yeah, her brain is out of sight. And she can solve it all, nothing she can't recall. She lights a fire and shoots you to the sky. Fire. you've got that fire. You've got that. You've got that fire. Let it burn. It's your turn to shine your light. Shine it bright. Light the way, so we'll know you've got the glow, like we got the glow. Yeah, it's your fire, 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 yeah. Hippos and rhinos, the elephants, you can't find those in America, in America. You can find those in another place. It's called Africa. It's called Africa. Yes, it is. Hey, thank you, thank you. This is fun. I love y'all out there. Yeah, PhillyCAM. Give yourselves a round of applause. You have the fire. Y'all let it burn. And that just means let your light shine. You know what I mean? Kill it. So, as far as time goes, I think we have a good amount of time. I'm not sure how are we doing with time. Oh. Thank you. I'm gonna have to like. One long song? One long song? Okay. 10 long songs. Thank you. Okay, we have one song called Hypnotized that we'd like to share with you. Hypno, hey baby. I've been thinking about you. Oh, baby, you've been thinking about me too. When we hit the dance floor last night, oh, you had me locked in your spell. Everything was all right until this. The way you move your body, your eyes, lips, your thighs. Oh, babe, you got me hypnotized. 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 Hey, baby, I've been dreaming about you. Ooh, ooh, bop, bop, bop. Ooh, you, ooh, you, ooh, oh, bop, bop, bop. Ooh, you, oh, oh. One, two, three. The room is spinning. You're all I'm seeing. Feels like I'm tripping. Oh, babe, I'm tripping. Baby, you got me, you got me, you got me, you got me. Oh, babe, you got me hypnotized. Oh, you got me hypnotized. Oh, babe, you got me hypnotized. You got me hypnotized. Oh, babe, you got me hypnotized. Oh, you got me hypnotized. Oh, babe, you got me hypnotized. Oh, you got me hypnotized. Oh, babe, oh, babe, oh, 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 babe, oh, babe, oh, Oh, thank you. One more time, we're Arch Palatine. Thank you, PhillyCAM, for having us. Thank you, everybody watching from home. Wherever you are, we love you. Thank you so much. Be well. See you next time. I become. Please sing along. Give me flowers, flowers before I'm gone. While I have life in my bones, and I still dance along, and you see who I've become. Please dance along. Give me flowers, flowers before I'm gone. Yeah, give me flowers, flowers before I'm gone. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. All I know is that I'm doing my best. And when you see how I love you, give me flowers before I rest, before I rest. 'Cause I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. No, all I know is that I'm doing my best. And when you see how I love your love, give me flowers before I rest, before I rest. Give me flowers, flowers before I'm gone. Give me flowers, flowers before I'm gone. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Love you. I love your energy. You've been so amazing all day. You know we love you, Ryan. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yeah, right?